So I picked up a Monster today for a friend. You all know how I love Ducatis and Monsters. So we drove down and we picked up this Ducati Monster 1100. It is very slightly used. It has 8,000 miles on the clock and it looks very nice. From 10 feet away, the bike almost looks showroom conditions. There's a little odds and ends here and there that need to be addressed. Nothing really major. This bike's already had 2 owners in its 9 years. Like I said, 8,000 miles. Not a lot of service or maintenance has been done to this bike. So that's what we're going to do first before we start riding. This is one of the first ways you can tell that a Ducati has not been maintained. If you look at the fluids and they're a dark brown like that, they should not be dark brown. It should be a honey gold. So we'll replace the fluids. We'll put black shorty levers on. It does have a battery tender. The chain and sprockets look pretty good. We'll clean up the sprockets and make it look like new. Get another 20,000 miles out of them. You can tell by looking at the bike, when you're looking at a bike for the first time, you can tell if it's been ridden hard or not by the size of the chicken strips. This one's easily got an inch on each side. Here's the back brake fluid. Again, it's pretty brown. It shouldn't be that color. But the bonus is it has this Termi exhaust. But then the downside is somebody put a K&N filter on. So whoever uses K&N filters in today's day and age is insane. It does have a dry clutch. We'll probably get rid of this clutch cover and let that dry clutch sing. It has braided brake lines, but they're the crossover brake lines. So we'll probably do 2 separate braided brake lines. Again, we'll put a black shorty brake lever on there. Overall, the bike looks really good. It's got a lot of dust and dirt buildup on the paint, so it's going to need to be clay barred and waxed off. When you turn the key on, if you look at the screen here, the M1100 Racing tells me that with the Termignani exhaust, it did come with the race ECU, which means the ECU can be programmed easy enough. I do believe that this bike has been tuned. It starts on the first try almost immediately, so that's a bonus. The roar of the Termis just sounds absolutely amazing. You can hear the knocking and clanging of that dry clutch in there, just wanting that cover to come off so it can just scream at the world. And then another thing I look at when I'm buying a bike is these bolts. So these bolts are untouched, clearly untouched. 11-year-old bike. This bike should have had belts replaced. Even at 8,000 miles, the belts should have already been replaced by now. And then you look at the tires. The tires are 05 of 11, so that's bad as well. So these are all points when you're looking to buy a bike. The seller needs to be aware that you're going to have to put $1,000 into maintenance. So I hope this video helps you out buying a bike, and thanks for looking.